Hey, so today we're getting into a piece of farm gear that needs to be welded up and bored back out, and then we have to fix a threaded hole in it. So stay tuned, we're getting into some cast welding. So we want that bushing put in there. And that filled in, obviously, because that's why it's here. And clean that up and get ready for some cast steel welding. Alright, so we got it all ground up. I haven't really made my mind up if I'm going to weld this up yet or not. I've already made some shims up for him from last year, so he'll be alright with that if we can't get that done in time. I'm going to take a couple measurements for reference, make sure everything's still going to run flat when we machine it, and burn most of the shit off of it, clean it up again, and then hopefully be able to throw it in the oven. That's the plan. So I'm going to clean this off and see if the oven's free. Okay, so I think we got booked in on the heat treating oven for maybe another hour. We can get in for a half hour, so that should be good. Alright, see you then. Alright, convection bake is done. On the oven mitts. There should be. Alright. Alright, let's get to welding that quick like. So we set the oven at 480 and put our piece back in there and let it cool overnight. Let's see what kind of a delicious treat we have now. Oh yeah, that looks tasty. Can't wait to dig into that one. Looks good. We're dialed in here. Ready to take a cut. Get this machined out, get it back to the customer. perfect, right there. Yep. Alright, let's clean up the face on it. So we can buff the rest of this off with the wheel, and he can use the shims that we made last year, and that'll sit flat. We just needed a reference point around here. The threads on this got a little beat up with the welds, so we're going to drill this out and put a plug in it and retap it to 5/8. I've drilled my hole, and I'm using a 1-inch starter tap, and I'm using the taper on the starter tap to produce a taper in the hole. I'm just coming down trying to find the right spot where my taper is going to lock the threads of the bolt that I'm going to use, and I'm going to cut the bolt off, and that'll be a plug. Pretty simple way to plug a hole. So I'm just taking a little extra out, somewhere around there. Remember, it's a taper, so every little bit adds a lot. Got my finger in the bottom there just to make sure it doesn't protrude through. And I've still got a little bit to go, but pretty close. We don't need it to come all the way through, but we do need it to come most of the way through. I'm pretty sure that that's going to be good for us. Clean that out with some brake clean, put some Loctite on the bolt, and jam it in. Pretty good there. Don't think we need to go any deeper. We'll cut that off and get ready to put our new hole in.
So I lost the footage after that, but what we did was we faced it off so that it was a nice smooth surface. We had it already dialed into 0, in the center of that hole, so we center drilled, tapped that back out to 5/8. The rest I'll leave up to this guy over here.
Alright, we welded some cast steel there. Preheat temperature was 380, post heat was 480. Then we let it air cool. Didn't get any hard spots, didn't get any cracking, and then we drilled and plugged that hole. And then we tapped that and brought it back to our size. A lot better than a helicoil. And bolts are readily available, so that's a quick trick for you to know. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Until next time, see you later, buddy.